What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with KP. Today I am officially 3 weeks post-show. I'm about a week and a half into my gut health protocol, and today is a rest day. So I'm gonna bring you through a morning with me. About once a week, I've been going to Beam Sauna to lay in the infrared bed, but before that, I'm going to stop at Forever Young and do an InBody analysis to see where my body composition is sitting at here 3 weeks post-show. So first thing this morning, I'm doing my little hydration routine where I do 2 16-ounce glasses of water. This is my second one. I've also got my hot lemon water going down at the moment. And then I'm going to bring my gut drink and my mushroom coffee to the infrared sauna with me. So I'm just getting these together right now. I'm also quickly going to take my probiotic. This is the third morning that I've been doing probiotic first thing in the morning fasted. I was doing it my first week at the end of the day and it started affecting my sleep. So I flip-flop my schedule, and so far this week has been going pretty much better. Pretty much better is what we're gonna call it. What I've been doing with the capsules, because I'm so sensitive and these are so potent, is I take the capsule and I empty half of it into an empty capsule. And so I've been dividing these into two, and this seems to be going much better than it has in the past because we were really easing into it. Week one, I was experiencing the negative side effects that happen when you do kind of mess with your gut microbiome, like gas, bloating, brain fog, fatigue. Like up until 2 days ago, I was still really feeling that. I do hope it's not just a fluke, but I do feel like I'm on the other side of it. I'm waking up better. I think it helps that my sleep isn't being affected because of the probiotic. That was really keeping me up at night. But again, this is day 3 on the morning routine. So let's pray to the probiotic gods for a good day. I want to emphasize the importance of drinking plain water in the morning. I do room temperature water, 32 ounces, first thing down the hatch, with my hot lemon water, before my mushroom coffee, before my gut drink. So we're gonna get our morning drinks together and get on with it. All right, you guys, we have secured the InBody, 3 weeks post-show InBody. The last time I stepped on this was May 10th, which would have been about 4 weeks before my first show, Michigan State. On May 10th, my body weight was 129.7, my skeletal muscle mass was 69.9, and my body fat percentage was 5.2. Every time I do these scans, I do them at the same time of day, around 9 a.m. before I have eaten anything. However, I always drink a good amount of water prior to standing on it. So today's body weight, 132.7, skeletal muscle mass, 71.2. So since May, in about 2.5 months, I have gained 1.3 pounds of muscle, and my body fat percentage today is 5.8. So I've only gone up 0.6% body fat, according to this machine. I love that it remembers you, because at the very beginning of this prep, I started at 141.2 pounds with 70.3 pounds of skeletal muscle mass and 11.7% body fat. So you can see here is how it's trended all the times I've stepped on this through this prep, which is crazy. Really, all I'm looking at is my muscle and if I've been able to maintain that lean muscle. And I mean, it's crazy. So I thought 3 weeks post-show, this would be a good time to check it out, especially because I've been having so much rest, which has been interesting to navigate mentally. Because when you feel like you're doing less, you feel like you're just getting fat. But according to this, that is obviously not the case. This is a tool. It's something that we offer at Forever Young, and it's not the most accurate way to measure your body composition. However, if you keep all of the variables consistent, meaning the time of day that you're stepping on it, like what you're wearing, like I have, it does serve as a tool, as a way to measure your progress and as a way to measure your metrics. I don't like to use this too often. You have to give yourself time to improve, but it is validating to see that the work is working. I'm still gaining muscle. I'm not gaining body fat, even though my body weight is going up, and I feel like we're sitting at a really great spot 3 weeks post-show. So up next is our sauna session at Beam Sauna with my morning drinks. So we are bringing my morning routine to the infrared sauna. Guys, post sauna, first thing, I washed my hair last night and I really need to get it colored again, so please don't mind my appearance. I'm not looking or feeling my best self at the moment, which is another thing, because I feel like with sharing the journey on YouTube and going into improvement season, everybody wants to follow along with the journey and support you when you're getting leaner and leaner week over week, right? And I know this happens every improvement season. People just stop supporting you as loudly when you are in off season. It's just the reality. But I'm not gonna stop sharing the journey, because this part of the journey is the most important. Sorry, it is. Without this version of me, there won't be a next version of me. And if you don't support this version of me, then your support for the next version of me doesn't matter to me. And I'm the only person that it should matter to, you know? All that to say, sauna is complete. I don't know why I keep bringing my mushroom coffee, because it's a hot sauna and it's a hot coffee and it doesn't really go well together. However, it is a part of my morning routine and I cannot leave it out, so I will drink this on the way home. Full disclosure, if my friends at Beam Sauna did not gift me this 10-pack of sauna sessions, I would not be going out of my way to do this in my daily routine. However, I am really enjoying it because it's kind of forcing me to take time for myself to just like be, and it's also, there's so many benefits to the infrared sauna. I will say also, I am always so freezing cold going into it, so I hardly sweat. Like by the end, I'm like a little dewy, but like I don't sweat profusely. And there is a past version of myself that would have and did for a phase use the infrared sauna to burn extra calories. That's not why I'm doing this. I am solely doing this for the mental, physical, and emotional recovery aspect. It's a great addition and something to look forward to having 4 rest days. Let me tell you, but it's not easy taking this time for myself. So now we go back home, get my fasted cardio and meal number 1. Also, I have 0 reason to sugarcoat this experience, so I'm just gonna share raw, real time how I'm feeling after taking my probiotic, because I did wake up today feeling more well-rested, like I had more energy, just like a little bit more drive. Because let me tell you, the last 7 days have been really rough getting out of bed for all of those reasons. Mostly energy, like the fatigue is just so real, and there's nothing worse than being in improvement season and wanting to improve and just not having the energy, the drive, the desire to get yourself there. But that's where the discipline comes in, because obviously I'm going to do it anyways. But with all that being said, initially this morning when I woke up, that's how I felt. After I took my probiotic, as you guys saw, I would say within 20 minutes, like on the drive to the center, I just started feeling foggy in my brain. And I started noticing my energy levels kind of just like dropping. In my body, I'm feeling a little bit bloated in my lower abdomen. I'm just feeling like a little like puffy and inflamed. I just don't feel good. I don't feel like myself. Being a week and a half in, we are at the point now, my friends, where the only way out is through. So we just have to keep going and take it one moment to the next, make the next best choice, decision that's gonna help us feel better, you know? I will say today is a lot better than it has been, so I will take that. This fucker literally keeps scaring me. All right, you guys, fasted cardio is complete. Time for meal number one. I have got my favorite savory oats. We've got 50 grams of plain Bob's Red Mill quick cooking gluten-free organic oats, 180 grams of egg whites and 2 whole eggs. Savory oats have been my jam. I look forward to this meal every single day. In addition, I have my fruit. So I have 100 grams of strawberries, 75 grams of blueberries, and then I get 75 grams of banana, which is going to be cold, obviously. So I just pulled this out of the fridge. I'm going to eat this meal outside with my half decaf coffee and a nice big glass of water. I will say, being 3 weeks post-show, doing my InBody, I feel a little bit better mentally just knowing that my body fat is still very low with all of this rest. I think that's like the biggest piece mentally, because I do feel like I'm obviously getting softer, my face is filling out, but we're approaching this improvement season differently. For me, it's not pushing harder and building a ton of muscle. My feedback was that I had too much muscle for the national stage. Okay, we are building a pro level physique, so we have to be strategic, and what is required for me this improvement season is so different. And so the InBody is simply a tool to help us see what our body composition is made up of, right? So I wanted to do that today just for my mental, because my body weight has been creeping up a little bit this week, but I also don't know, it could be inflammation from my gut and everything that's going on with that as well, because it's certainly not fat, you guys. But the main area of focus right now is just doing what's required and getting my gut right so that I can have a more diverse diet, and so that I can just like feel better in my body, and so that I can really enjoy this improvement season. And I hope that me sharing this helps so many people, and I hope that what I learned from this experience helps me help so many people, because 1 in 4 adults deal with chronic digestive disorders, you guys, and women are twice as likely as men to struggle with constipation, bloating, all the stuff. And I think there's so many layers to gut health, because so much of it is your habit, and our gut microbiome is ever changing. Every single input we put into our body is changing our gut microbiome. There's just so much to it and so much to learn, and it's also so individual. All that to say, I'm feeling much better after this rest day morning. Once again, I've been having a morning like this once a week so far this improvement season, this off season. We're on week 3, so my little sauna visit, taking my morning routine to the sauna, it's been nice. It's been a nice change of pace. So I'm happy you guys came along with me today. If you have any questions in regards to my gut health journey, anything you learned from this episode, anything about my InBody, I would love to hear it below. But thanks for tuning in and spending a morning with me. I'm excited to continue sharing the journey. So do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.